Hello, this is Courtney LaPorta, and this is Are You Fired TV. Stressed out and burned out seems to be the common norm in the workplace today. The day-to-day work tasks pile on and never seem to end. Kristen Evans, Global Director of Consumer Behavioral Insights and Strategy at RLM Media, suffered from chronic migraines and insomnia during her time working at Procter & Gamble, Kraft Foods, and Johnson & Johnson. It took Kristen a while to realize her symptoms stemmed from her job. Like many people, feeling stressed and burned out from her job seems normal, but she knew it was not healthy to be feeling this way and she needed to make a change. This week, I had the chance to chat with Kristen about how she was able to tackle stress and avoid burnout in the workplace.
Stress is something we don't really get a lot of coaching on how to deal with, even in this climate that we're in right now where people talk about wellness and self-care. You're like, yeah, but what does that mean to me? I started realizing that I had discomfort in my body on a regular, and that was normal. I am a chronic migraine sufferer. And I realized that I was having 15, 16, 20 days a month with the same migraine. And I was like, I can't live like this. And I decided that I was just going to do things a little bit differently. And that first day, I was prompted to do a little bit of yoga at the end of the day because I realized that stress was literally living in my body. It didn't have any place to go. I wasn't releasing it. So I would do yoga for about anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes at the end of the night. And I'm, again, researcher by trade. So I started recognizing the trend line. Oh, I actually slept last night. Oh, I can actually get through my whole day and have a relatively decent amount of energy. I was eating better. All of that together, I was starting to have a better intelligence about my stress. What triggers it? How can I manage it? And how can I bounce back from it? Not just cope with it, but literally how can I make changes to be resilient in the face of stress?
What can you do right now to relieve your stress? Kristen explains how leaving those unanswered emails till the morning can make a big difference.
Impress certain choices that I made. So I'm not answering your email at 11 o'clock at night. And I realize that you're mad at it, but you'll be okay because you'll have that same question at 9 a.m. So whether you're mad at 11 p.m. or 9 a.m., you'll just wait till I answer it. So sometimes you have to draw some hard lines and recognizing other people won't be happy with it, but it really won't matter. It won't have that significant of an impact. And sometimes you have to be willing to take the short-term hit for the long-term gain.
Now, one final thought from Kristen.
A lot of people talk about stress management. A lot of people talk about coping with stress, but I'm a really big proponent and believer about one, getting intelligent about your stress, and then two, starting to build a stress resilience plan, recognizing that that may change depending on the cycle and stage of your life, but you have control over how you implement that plan, and you have something to always go back to ground yourself.
I want to thank Kristen for speaking about how she learned to identify and control the stress in her life. I hope today you learned how to make little changes to relieve some stress that you're dealing with. That is all for Are You Fired TV. I'm Courtney LaPorta, and I will see you next week.